May sumpong. That's good.
Welcome to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Jojo Lastimosa. Coach Jojo, congratulations, because earlier this week you were awarded as the Executive of the Year for the PBA Press Corps. Anyone you want to thank particularly for this award?
My press corps award. Sino ba sinabihan ko kanina? Of course, it was a surprise, and yet I'm honored for the recognition. And yeah, I mean, it's just strange, getting that award in just going into my second year, and I'm just honored to be given that recognition, knowing that I'm just new to the job.
Of course, and Coach, more congratulations on your way, because you were also able to come out victorious in this match. And I just wanted to ask, during the first half, the biggest lead was 5 points. But during the third quarter, you led by as much as 29 points and even 40 points in the fourth quarter. Can you talk to me more about the resilience that this team displayed during today's game?
We were talking about the game when we found out that Wami and their input aren't playing, and I just told them that for the teams that you know that you can beat, and for the weaker team, usually they stay with you. I'm just basing it on experience. Just they're gonna stay with you for the first maybe 2 quarters. So at halftime, we just discussed about being patient, and that we don't have to win by 20, so we can win by 1. It doesn't really matter if we know we can beat them. But this game, really, we were kind of worried about this. If they were complete, we know that they're a really, really, really strong team, and the 2 wins that they had in the beginning, they weren't flukes. They were playing well, and in fact, in the first half, they were moving the ball well. I think they really outplayed us, and a lot of credit goes to the execution, to their players. They're making their shots, they're making the extra hustle and rebounds. We just won on our run. They had 27 in the first half. That was just the difference. But the second half, they just decided that they want to play.
Coach, we also saw significant minutes from multiple players play, particularly ones that are not usually given those minutes. Any player in particular that stood out to you?
What do you think? You have a favorite. No, I think Henry stood out. I really want to find time for Henry, and the guy hasn't played like in 2 years. I think when he went back to the States, and he's just trying to find his groove. And I'm gonna give him minutes where I can. And tonight is just a prime example that even if the game was already decided, I just want him some floor time. And Henry, he will be better. Okay, he will be better. He is our future, and so is our other young guys. So I'm happy to see him play, and I think the veterans, and I think Kelly also, I got to mention in the third quarter, Kelly made his 3-point shots, and that was a big difference. It lifted everyone.
Lastly, Coach, we know that you have upcoming games, so any improvements that you're looking at to be able to execute in those?
Our coming games, we have 4 games that we already discussed that are crucial to our push to the playoffs. The teams that supposed to be aren't in the elite category. No offense, but the teams that we're playing against, Meralco, Northport, and I think NLEX and one other team. So those teams, can you imagine if we sweep that, and we're gonna end up with 7-1 coming into our series against the games against San Miguel, against Ginebra. So it's going to be a huge bonus if we win our next 4 games.
Okay, thank you, Coach Jojo. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
Coach. So very dominating your performance when you even, I think at one point you even shot like 60% from the field and you only committed 5 turnovers. So what can you say about the potential of this team knowing na in a way depleted pa rin kayo without Roger and Boy?
Mas depleted sila ngayon yung kalaban namin. Wala silang import. The Wami is their primary scorer. So we can key in on Holt and even Deleano and Isaac go. And well, just to be blunt, nobody can guard Ronde. I mean, like, even in the World Cup, he was getting his baskets and much more here in the PBA. And against Terra Firma, I think they were always on their heels. And if Ronde wants to score 50, he could have scored 50 tonight. But he said, I wanted to put him back in the fourth quarter. I said, no, give the guys a chance to play.
Coach, earlier you mentioned Henry when he finished with a great game today. When he got to TNT, he would have a pursuit to be a bruiser inside for Tropang Giga. Well, what's your thoughts initially? Every time you see him in the court, he's always getting battered inside. Are you confident with his skills in the paint? Every time you see him getting clobbered in the paint?
Henry? Oh man, he can take a beating. Yeah, guys are complaining about him in practice. He is strong. Henry is strong, and he's not 100% yet, but you can feel his presence once he's inside. He's like a rock. So I don't think what do you call this? I think he encourages the physicality inside. I think he's used to that.
Coach, 4 turnovers the entire match. How you
Is it 4?
keep that? Only 4 turnovers.
I know we had two. We had 2 in the first half, so 2 in the second half. Yeah, that's. I don't know what can I say. To be honest, we did not practice very well in the last couple of days. It was the first time I got really mad at the guys. I hardly get mad at them. So in practice, I saw them. They were not practicing well. This is the worst practice I've seen my entire year and 3 months in TNT. And I told them, like, you just can't turn it on and turn it off anytime you want. So if you want to play well, you gotta practice well. And I said, let's see. And now it turned out, in the beginning it looks like that, but they turned it up, and I don't want to see them like that. I want them to be always turned on.